because it's really hard. But I'm going with Havertz, right? Because I know he got the goal, so it's because of him we have a goal and drew the game, kind of. But if it wasn't him up front, we win that game 3-1 easy. Because
what if it's Pookie up front?
I reckon Pookie could put... Honestly, some of these chances that Josh... And I love Havertz because of what he did last year. And I'm so gassed that he got this goal.
This is so Chelsea
as well. No, but I know I'm being harsh. But to win a game against Burnley...
You're those Twitter Chelsea fans.
No,
this is a disgrace.
Oh, you saw me, that fucking mod geezer on Twitter. This isn't a shambles and a disgrace. Fuck off, geezer. This ain't.
Wow, I didn't realize we were atting people today.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck you, man. I don't like it. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Back Post Podcast. I hope you're all doing well. Today, more football happened and we're together filming for once. It's quite nice. It's quite like a homage to the good old days where I was sat on the sofa. It's going to be a good time, isn't it, Josh?
Maybe.
It
might be awful. We both don't really have much to scream and shout about, do we, today? So,
well, not with our clubs, no. There's other stuff to talk about. But both Chelsea and Tottenham had mediocre weekends. That's probably about right, isn't it? But other football happened, luckily. And we're going to talk about it using our new format, 3-4-3, where we pick 3 bad players, 3 good players, and we use that to talk about the league. It's a new format. We're still trialling it out.
Yeah. It's worth saying that normally we try to make sure we don't pick the same games. However, we really look through the games, and there's so many 1-1s, 0-0s, 1-0s that it was quite hard to. There wasn't any like horrific and brilliant performances. Everyone was quite evenly matched.
Yeah.
Apart from a few games, which so we've got a few from the same games, different clubs, obviously. But just deal with that. Good. I know I am.
I'm sure, I'm sure people are fuming with the fact that we're picking the same team. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get into that because obviously the big game of the weekend, probably the most hyped up game of the weekend was the Manchester derby early on Saturday. And it was a shit show. And our first player is Cancelo because he is clearly the best left back.
Jay's really upset. He doesn't want to say left back because he loves Reece James. The thing is with Cancelo, he is a right back and he's playing left back and he's the best left back in the league. And I'm pretty sure if Kyle Walker didn't exist, he would be the best right back in the league. And that's not a dig at Reece James. It's just Cancelo's really, really good. We almost picked Bernardo Silva here. Jay, was like, when it's very fair, he's very, very good. But the thing is about Cancelo is he put the ball in for the own goal. He put the ball in for Bernardo's weird goal, and he is really good.
He is.
Really good.
It was a weird one with the City game, though, because it felt like City didn't even go to that City level.
No.
So it was quite hard to pick a player because not one player dominated. They kind of cruised.
They fucked around a bit, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like, Liverpool went just for the throat.
Yeah.
Whereas City, slow fucked United on a Saturday morning.
And so it was quite hard picking a player.
Yeah, Dido could have been playing on the background.
Yeah.
A few candles lit.
Yeah.
And Pep
and it was slowly
worked up Ollie's thigh. That's pretty much what happened there.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So we've gone for Cancelo in that game. I think he deserves a good shot. Was he man of the match?
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah. I think most of the good people were picking this week were
probably
maybe.
But so City absolutely destroyed United. But United had they dug themselves a hole very early doors, and that leads us on quite nicely to the next player, which is Bailly.
Yeah, we say Bailly. It could be Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka. It could be De Gea. I think that's harsh on De Gea because actually he made some incredible saves. And then the thing is, if your defence allow that many shots at you as a keeper, me and you have both been keepers. Eventually a shot's going to worm its way in and make you look bad. But it's not his fault. I revoke that. De Gea actually had a really good game. Yeah, he had a sad moment.
Some really good saves.
That happens.
But the whole United defence was so shambolic.
Yeah, did you hear the stat? United actually in that game had more shots on target against their own net than they did City's.
Really?
Yeah, 2-1.
That's so bad. I did see that they had 4 touches of the opponent, but that's so bad.
That wasn't good. So because it's one of those difficult ones where obviously The reason we've gone for Bailly is the obvious choice, but
yeah.
I would do that own goal. You would do that own goal. But a Premier League footballer, there was no pressure on that cross. That you just get your foot through that.
Yeah.
And the way he hit it is just so symptomatic of what United is. And so, you mentioned it as well. So early in the game, you've thrown the game away 6 minutes in.
Yeah, so quickly.
It has to be him. But Lindelof fired one at his own net, and De Gea got a good save to it. So it could have. Lindelof was the one that was removed at half time. Not really sure why it was him. Maguire looked average. Wan-Bissaka's positioning, he was like during the defensive block, he was still on the halfway line, and that let Cancelo in time and time again. It was all. It
was crazy, man. Like, you know, Wan-Bissaka is supposed to be this really incredible defensive right back, but he was so shambolic.
Did you see there was someone posted all the match ratings? Maybe it was from it was from this week, and it was just like Trent and Reece James and who's the other one that we picked? Walker, and it was all these English right backs like with like 9.4, 9.6, and Wan-Bissaka had like 5.1. Like,
and maybe he's suffering because of the managers.
He absolutely is. Every single United player is suffering because of the manager.
Not Ronaldo.
No. Well, he is, because let's just quickly talk about that, actually. This isn't about the thing. Bailly is the person. Yeah. But let's talk about the fact that he should have been sent off against Liverpool. Because he stamped on a man.
He booted
Curtis Jones. And then he did that challenge on De Bruyne.
Yeah.
That's a red.
It should be.
And fuck you, Ronaldo. Like, you're a brilliant.
You know what, as well? United fans were talking about Ronaldo's elegance, his professionalism, what he's going to be the manager on the pitch, and the second it's going wrong, he's turning into a spiteful, nasty boy.
Yeah, and like it goes well against Tottenham because Tottenham were a shambles, and look at him, he's like scoring, smiling, assisting, like hey, great. As soon as it goes wrong for him, he's an absolute detriment to that team. But still, it's by.
Oh yeah, I mean,
but without sliced it into his own net. You can't do that in Manchester derby. Apparently, it's the first ever own goal, I think, that Manchester United have scored. I think that was the
derby, really.
Yeah.
It's got to be Bailly. But you know what? I mean, I wrote Bailly or Maguire, but then we added all the other defenders. Maguire's a weird one as well. Like, he's either really good or really bad. There's no... Like you said, he was mediocre. He's shambolic, I think.
Well, I mean, he should have opened up the scoring before the own goal, shouldn't he? He had a clear header as well.
And he wins so much in the air as well. It's so weird. But... yeah, Bailly bad. We'll go back to a good now, and we go into the West Ham Liverpool game.
I don't like this. I'm passing it on to Jay.
Well, you know what? You know, when I wrote this man's name down, I remember thinking, and I weren't attacking you at the time for this, but I remember you saying, like, what's Rice really got?
When did I say that?
Yeah, I swear we'll go back and find a podcast where you were like, no, I don't care about Declan Rice.
I don't care. Still don't care about it.
Declan Rice bossed this game. At first, I put Zuma down because Zuma got the goal and it was quite exciting, and everyone's like, yes, Zuma, big man. But Declan Rice just bossed that game, and he really, really owned it, and he's really, really coming into his own under David Moyes. He's the captain at the moment because you're not going to play Liverpool. He's really finding his feet there, and he's everything United needs. Weirdly, because let me get the stats up, because the stats. This is what kind of swayed me, because I knew he had a good game, but the swats. Brilliant. So 91% pass accuracy, 75% total duels won, 21 attempted forward passes, 18 of those are successful, 10 ball recoveries, 6 attempted tackles, 5 successful tackles, 1 interception, and 1 switch. Believe the hype, and he was first for blocks.
This stat you really nice for the entire league, isn't it? Not just that game. This next one. Sorry.
Yeah. So it is in the league. He's first for blocks, first for interceptions, first for passing accuracy, first for possession won, first for tackles won. He owns that midfield, and he's what's making West Ham look so good.
It's weird, isn't it? Because you look at a team like United now, and like again, I'm going to harp on about this until it, but United let Conte go to Tottenham. They are playing a midfield of Freddie McTominay when players like Declan Rice, and this isn't a disrespect to West Ham, but players like Rice are playing for West Ham, and you're looking at it and you're going, there was as far back as when Kante was available for a steal, and they couldn't get him either, and Everton got Allen and Doucouré, and there's so many more examples.
Well, the lad you're linked with, Kessie, how is it with you?
Yeah.
How aren't United going? No.
And even though he hasn't had the best run of form, even Højbjerg.
Yeah.
Like, just all of these players that you just sat there going, United, how are you not picking
every
one
year
of
comes
these
by.
up?
Sancho.
Oh, we got Sancho. What? No.
Van der Beek, let's not play him. You know, it's so bizarre. But that's not about United.
No.
It's about Declan Rice being class. He was really good. And, of course, that meant that they went to third over Liverpool, which done us a favour, was helpful.
Not when they win the league. That will do anyone a favour.
Would you be upset if West Ham win the
I'd
league?
be absolutely devastated.
I don't know if I would be, you know.
They're absolutely.
Because I know with the Tottenham thing...
That'd be the worst team to win the league.
Really?
I'd rather Arsenal, I think.
Really?
Because at least Arsenal... Yeah, of course I would.
That's mad.
If you win it, it's I can
it,
just be like, fair enough, they win. Of course they do. They are backed and they have Abramovich, of course they're going to win leagues. If Arsenal win it, it would be horrible beyond belief, but they are a club capable of winning the title. Yeah. They should be there. West Ham win it.
Oh, you wouldn't hear the end of it, would you?
Oh,
you would not hear the end of it. To be fair, when you kind of put it like that, it's like, because you know what it is? This team is quite likeable. I know it's West Ham, but you like Declan Rice.
I don't care.
I like the Moyes resurgence.
I don't care.
Zuma's a great guy.
He's not bad.
Antonio.
No, not bad.
Love him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
he kills cats.
What?
Antonio kills cats.
Since when?
Just allegedly. I should say.
He just kills cats.
He just kills cats.
Okay, fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Declan Rice absolutely deserved it this week. He's been class, and I want him back at Chelsea. That leads us on to the other side of that game again, where Alisson had a shocking game. And
it's one of those ones. Yeah, sorry.
Well, it's quite unlikely, isn't it? Alisson having a shocking game.
When he first came, he had a few howls where he was trying to Cruyff turn in his own box, but he grew out of those, and it was, Karius basically just embodied him for a game. And it is one of those ones where we have to give West Ham the credit they deserve. They played really, really well, but the game probably ends 2-1 Liverpool without those howlers, because the second goal, was it, they went under him?
Yeah.
That shouldn't be happening for a top-level keeper. I mean, it always does, but, it shouldn't. And the complete misjudge of the ball, and then Klopp thinking it's a foul, and, Liverpool doing, oh, God, everyone hates us, shut up. No, he just fucked it. Like, he just flapped it, and you can't do that. And was it Zuma, or was it Ogbonna? Ogbonna. There we go. Someone was in his eye line, but it just wasn't a foul. And
I hated that so much. It was Ogbonna, weren't it? Because he thought he had the goal, bless him. Yeah, he ran off like, yeah. But
I can't remember what the third goal was. Was it his fault?
Zuma.
Oh yeah, that was all right. That was a header in, fair enough. But yeah, the first two goals have to be stopped, really.
Yeah, for sure.
And it probably, on another day, on a better form day, it does end 2-1 Liverpool.
Well, this kind of, for me as well, like, Liverpool's defence at the moment isn't what it used to be. Because I think, when they first started getting good under Klopp, it was attack. We've got Salah, we've got Mane, we've got Firmino, they score goals, we'll score more than you. But then that won't win you a league. So they had to fix up, and, Van Dijk had the season of his life, and, whoever was next to him at the time was playing phenomenally, and Robertson and Trent were class. Right now, they're not the same back line. Again, they've kind of reverted to the attack, because we're talking about Salah, we're talking about Mane, we're talking about Firmino finding form again.
Yeah, and you like the thing you take from this game is Trent Alexander burying a free kick. Nothing defensive leader. No, I get that, and that's always been Trent's problem. Like, Liverpool fans will tell you, no, he is great defensively. He's not really, compared to the likes of Reece James and Cancelo and Walker, who have that more recovery pace. Robertson has dropped off for me, yeah, definitely. Van Dijk is still world class, but he's not that. He's not even the best centre back in the league at the moment, which is unexpected. You've got, for me, United are a shambles, but when Varane's been playing,
he's good.
Looks brilliant.
Yeah, for sure. I just think that it's like, because when you talk about the title race and when you talk about Liverpool being at their best, they just don't quite have it defensively at the moment, and then Alisson putting in that performance just doesn't help that. I pull up the table because I wanted to see. So they're now fourth behind West Ham
by a point,
but that's still mad to go into the international break with West Ham in third and Liverpool in fourth. Is pretty pretty fun, isn't it?
Yeah, no. But yeah, no, so yeah, bad Alisson.
Bad Alisson. And then back to good, our final good.
The final good.
We were struggling for this.
Yeah.
We were struggling because you said that there's only 2 games that were actually really fun.
Yeah.
Right? And then you come up with this one, so go on.
Well, I think it's Norman for Norwich. Just
Norm.
because it wasn't enough to save Farke's job, obviously, but Norwich were genuinely and have been on course to eclipse Derby's record of points, and that still might happen. But to have Norman, who's on loan from somewhere like Poznian or somewhere, and they've got all these players, but he just scored this solo goal, and it was just this one moment of magic that he didn't control. He was good, but he didn't control the entire game. But he just picked the ball up, dribbled past 6-7 Brentford players, and buried it near post, which he shouldn't really have done. And it was just a wonder goal, which it won't save Norwich, absolutely not. They're down, but it got them a win, and a needed win. Like Newcastle still haven't won this season.
It's very important to get that there, because it's about confidence, isn't it? Because they were a team with no confidence, then that might just inject them with a little something.
And it wasn't even the winner, technically. Pookies was the winner, but it's a penalty, and he won the penalty, to be fair. But
also to beat Brentford, who have been brilliant so far. I know they've dropped off.
They have dropped off massively, so you've got to take that with a pinch of salt. But they are a better team than Norwich.
Yeah, 100%. So big Norm.
There's not much more to say about that.
Well done, Norm.
Maybe sort out your little dip-dye blonde tips, but apart from that, good game.
And then the last one, well, we have 2 for this, and we'll get into both.
We're going to debate it, and if you think you have the right answer, let us know, because I think I'm so angry. Jay's got a personal problem, but I'm angry.
This has made you very personal.
I'm so
quite strange, but for me, and to be fair, I know I'm being harsh with this. I think I had to nitpick a little bit because it's really hard. But I'm going with Havertz, right? Because I know he got the goal, so it's because of him we have a goal and drew the game, kind of. But if it wasn't him up front, we win that game 3-1 easy. Because
what if it's Pookie up front?
I reckon Pookie could put. Honestly, some of these chances that Josh, and I love Havertz because of what he did last year. And I'm so gassed that he got this goal.
This is so Chelsea
as well. No, but I know I'm being harsh. But to win a game against Burnley,
you're those Twitter Chelsea fans.
No,
this is a disgrace.
Oh, you saw me that fucking mud geezer on Twitter. This isn't a shambles and a disgrace. Fuck off, geezer. This ain't.
Wow, I didn't realize we were atting people today.
Yeah, fuck you, man. I don't like him. Anyway, but like.
That's all him.
But like, threw me off. But no, I know I'm being harsh with this. I'm not trying to say he's a shit player or anything. I just think he should have put some of those chances. And if he did, we would have won the game. So you've kind of got to say Havertz bad.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
I mean, I kind of agree with you.
Lukaku's up there, he's scoring him.
But he's not. He's injured, so you can't blame Havertz for Lukaku being injured.
No, but like, this is his moment. Look, our main striker's out. Timo's out as well.
He's not a striker, though.
Havertz.
He's not really. He's a cam.
In his best season at Leverkusen, he was a striker. And he scores goals.
Not, though. You can tell. Eye test. You can tell he's not a striker.
Yeah, no.
He's a creative.
He's clearly better behind, but this is your chance to get some goals to solidify yourself into the team. Because when Lukaku comes back, he might slip away from the team, the first team. But as if he put in a performance.
Only at Chelsea will the £70 million star boy signing that won you the Champions League slip away from the team.
Yeah. Well, when you put it like that, it's peak, isn't it?
Right. That's all very well and good.
I still love it.
Speaking of winning the game, it is the 89th minute.
You're so triggered.
I'm so angry. Sanchez has been sent off, and Lewis Dunk is in net. Lewis Dunk, good player, not a goal. Famously renowned for not being a goalkeeper.
He isn't a goalkeeper.
He's in the net, and you are on a free kick about 25 yards out, and your name is Jonjo Shelvey. The one thing Jonjo Shelvey can do, I don't think he's a very good footballer. He's obviously a very good footballer, sorry. I don't think he's a very good team player. I think he's reckless. I think he's rash. I think he lets his teams down constantly. The one thing he can do is put the ball places. That's what he's good for. He passes the ball
for
around.
Years now, he pings it.
He's got a shot on him You are 25 yards out from goal. You are 1-1 in a Newcastle team that is at genuine risk of going down after a financial takeover.
Desperate for a win.
You are sat there, you're looking Lewis Dunk in the eyes, and you have the chance just to hit the net. Because even if Lewis Dunk saves it, he's not a goalkeeper. It's every chance it spills in. It's every chance he spills it out and then someone runs onto it. It's every chance a goal happens. Instead, he crosses the ball in. He does a loopy cross. And Brighton must have been thinking, thank fuck, because they've got players like, I don't know if he might not have still been on, but they've got players like Duffy, they've got players like Dan Burn, they've got big centre backs that can they can shut down St Maximin and Joe Linton, because Joe Linton has no confidence. I don't know if any of these players are on, but they can win that battle. You turn it back into a 50-50, whereas he's shooting at Lewis Dunk. I hazard a guess, as long as you get it on target, is more than a 50-50.
Yeah.
I hate him, and they should go down forever and never come back up, and everyone should be sacked. Jonjo Shelby should be released and banned from the game, because the spit. And Jay went, but what if Dunk saved it? Mint! You go, wow! I've got to see Lewis Dunk top bin a save.
And it's kind of like, oh, fair enough.
Fair enough, he's done a good, but so angry.
He would be in the good list.
So angry. Harry Kane's got a hat-trick in a Europa League game like 5 years ago, and we were 5-0 up. Lloris got sent off. Harry Kane went in net. They just put one in the bottom corner.
Yeah.
Harry Kane went and threw it in his own net.
Yeah.
He went, no.
Yeah,
and it's like that.
That's what happens.
Because that's what happens, because they're not goalkeepers. And Newcastle. I was talking to Ben, a Newcastle fan, yesterday, and he said, we got unlucky there. And I said, no, you didn't get unlucky because of everything I've just mentioned. And he went, screamed at the TV. I was like, I bet every Newcastle player fan did.
Fucking shit. Yeah.
So angry. So angry.
Well, I'm definitely clipping that up for TikTok or something. So thank you, Josh. I've actually noted down the time.
Do I win?
But I think with the passion, Jonjo Shelby is the third bad.
Not bad.
You know. I guess that's the perfect place. Part 1 ended.